not learning anything, and then they go to kindergarten, and then you're all mad because they're fucking stupid. It's your fault because you didn't teach them anything.
That's right.
That's why they have this thing called Head Start around here. If your child goes to Head Start, it's gonna have a Head Start because it's gonna be all the little flaws that when a child goes to school, it's gonna be basically beat out of them. Not beat, they don't beat them, but they teach them not to do those things. And then when they get into a school setting, they're successful. And that's how you do things in society. You got to get those people to be in your society, and that's how they let homosexuals into churches, because they reintroduce a reprogrammed civilian. Hey man, you should look that up. I forget what it's called, but I think it's called Where is Johnny? Or because it's the CIA director. He was spilling the beans. He said he's told a story about this kid who got kidnapped, and they were fucking him, and there was a pedophile who stole him, and then when he got too old, they reintroduced him into the society, and he ended up working in the Congress. He was basically in the White House. So that's how you get all these people to do those. That's how this society is wicked, man. But nobody wants to believe it.
Because when you're a baby, you could still remember what, as you get older, you remember what happened when you were a baby.
Yeah. So going back on to 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, do you not know that the unjust will not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Do not be deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor boy prostitutes, nor practicing homosexuals, nor thieves, nor greedy, nor drunkards, nor slanderers, nor robbers will inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. There you go.
And if you're not living up to those, you're not being righteous.
And this Bible basically gave you what the word means. This is the NAB. But if you have 1 Corinthians in your blue letter 6 and 9, I want you to look up that word for those that lie with mankind, because it tells you right there that it's the word for homosexuals, and that Strong's is G733. So right there, the scripture just dropped a lot of who can't and who won't. Just read it and then I'll tell you which word.
This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Don't you realize that those who do wrong will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Don't fool yourselves. Those who indulge in sexual sin, or who worship idols, or who commit adultery, or are male prostitutes, or practice homosexuality.
That one. Because how do you get over that? How do you get over having a homosexual pastor in your church? The scripture just said these people ain't gonna make it to the kingdom. How are they gonna be part of the kingdom? How are they gonna be preaching the kingdom? Now, for us, we're preaching the kingdom in hopes that we get into the kingdom, which we most likely will. But we ain't no homos. If we say don't do adultery, best believe we're not doing adultery.
That's right. We're not going to be hypocrites coming out here telling you not to do it and then go behind the Most High's back and do it.
We're not going to tell you stop eating pork and then fucking eat a big old fucking, pork.
No.
That's terrible, man. And that makes me hungry too, because I remember how pork tastes. I used to get a big old burrito with carnitas, tear that up, and I used to think that was the best. But it wasn't. It actually was making me sick.
That's right. After I learned the truth, learned that it was an abomination, because that word abomination is like, makes you want to throw up.
That's disgusting. Disgust, that's what it means.
Disgusting. So every time I think about pork, I want to throw up. And This is the word for homosexual. Strong's G733. One who lies with a male as with a female. Sodomite. Homosexual. So
No, we don't know
one
that.
who lies with a female as with a male.
With the male.
The only way you could lie with a male is to pop him and you know, and there's only one place to pop him.
All right, that's just the bottom line of it. So we're condemning pedophiles and pedophilia. We're against homosexuals in the church. We're against women preaching. Women could be in the truth, but they have their place in the truth. You ain't gonna be prophesying over here making videos. All right, this is 1 Timothy 1:10. The unchaste, practicing homosexuals, kidnappers, liars, perjurers, and whatever else is opposed to sound teaching, according to the glorious gospel of Yahweh, which I have been entrusted. So I have been entrusted, this brother has been entrusted to tell you and let you know that homosexuality is bad. It's against the scriptures, so stop doing it.
That's right. This is Jeremiah 6:18. It says, therefore, hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts. So even if thinking wickedly, you know, that's wickedness, just to think it. Because that's where it starts out, because that's the fruit, you know.
Because that's what the old serpent in the Garden of Eden told Eve. He's all, don't you want to know? He's all enticing her. Don't you want this? Don't you want that? It ain't gonna kill you.
Yep.
It'll just give you the power to know. It'll make you like gods, which we were already like gods.
He was putting those thoughts in her head, though.
And that tells you that if you want to attack a society, you attack the woman, because the woman is a weaker vessel.
The woman will lead you astray, you know.
Just like that little Jake. That woman came and then she just took him across the street.
Yep. And it says, even the fruits of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. So you're not listening to this law that we're telling you. You're rejecting it. You know, if you're rejecting it when we're telling you.
And it could be that you're passing by and going real fast and just ignoring it right now. But one day, you might come back and be like, in a different spirit, and want to slow down and talk. See, right now these people are celebrating, and we're going to start getting into the Christopher Columbus. We're pretty much winding down, getting down to the end of the camp.
This is Matthew 5:18. Matthew 5:18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
And all these things are going to happen. Like the scripture said earlier, you will fall on bodies that have fallen. You know, falling on top of the fallen. It's going to be layers and layers of dead
it says it will not pass, no wise pass from the law. So none of these commandments are done away with until heaven and earth pass, because heaven and earth still here. So that means the law's still here, the Most High's law.
And you're always going against that law.
Nobody likes to uphold the Most High's law.
Because it seems like you're not going to get a reward.
Because you ain't got no faith. Because faith is a substance that's unseen. Something that's unseen.
Well, look for it.
It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you guys can't see your reward, so therefore you have no faith.
And you don't love the Most High. You don't love Yahushua. You don't love the Bible. You don't love your brother. You're just a damn liar. Alright, I got 1 John chapter 5, we'll start at the very top. Everyone who believes in Yahushua is the Mashiach, is begotten by Yahweh, and everyone who loves the Father loves also the one begotten by him. So if you love Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, if you say you love God, you say you love the Bible, you say you love your fellow man, but you're breaking all these sins, you're breaking all these laws, you really don't, do you?
Because right here, John 14 and 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Oh man. If you love him, what?
It says, John 14 and 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
How about just one? Can I just keep one?
It has a commandments with an S.
But it's gotta mean only just one, right?
There's no way around it.
There's no way around it. Keep all my commandments, and one of his commandments is to put homosexuals to death. Not to have homosexuals up in these churches preaching. How are you gonna have a homosexual preaching, man? The Most High is a man of war. Oh, what are you gonna say? Alexander the Greek was a homosexual and he was a man of war. Yeah, but he was a man of wickedness. He was an Edomite.
And so all these people in these churches, they're saying they love the Most High. But it says, John 15 and 14, ye are my friends, if ye do whatever I command you.
Hey, and he commanded us to come out here. He commanded us to come out here and tell all you Jakes, 2/3 Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that the Most High is coming back to fuck everybody up. To burn this place down.
Yep, so you think that he's your friend, but he's really your enemy.
You're gonna see when that day comes that he's not your friend. This is 1 John 5 and 2. In this way we know that we love the sons of the Most High when we love Yahweh and obey his commandments. Just backing him up. See, we're going back and forth. Precept must be upon precept. He's backing me up, I'm backing him up. Because we're both working for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And what we're trying to do is save your little babies.
That's right. We're trying to teach you the word so you could teach them the word. But a lot of people, they don't read their Bibles.
No, they don't.
A lot of people, they probably don't have a Bible in their house. But the best thing to do is get a Bible. You can pick one up.
Bible at the 99-cent store, you might not understand it, but you got to watch these videos so you can get the understanding.
Because the Most High gonna destroy this place with nuclear missiles.
Devastation. Bodies on top of bodies. All right, this is 1 John 5:3. For the love of Yahweh is this. So if you love God, this is what it means to love God. For the love of Yahweh is this, that we keep His commandments. And His commandments are not burdensome. His commandments are easy.
Do His commandments, it's not going to be a burden to you. People think it's a burden.
Oh, it's so hard.
Actually, that burden is lifted up when you keep His commandments.
Hey, but you guys do other burdens. You will wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get a barbecue ready just to watch the football game and have Bill from the office down come down and eat with you and drink some beer, watching a fucking football game. You know, that's a burden. Because you gotta buy the food, you gotta buy the beer, you gotta cook the food, you gotta serve, and you gotta host. And then they gotta use your bathroom. You're using your resources. That's a burden. It's a burden to go to work every day.
It says, this is Proverbs 18:24. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who stays closer than a brother. So you might, a man might want fame, you know, and want a lot of friends and all this, you know what I mean? But that's gonna come to be a ruin, you know? It's gonna mess you up more to be like that.
And you know what doesn't mess you up? By wanting it more? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yep.
I mean, it'll mess you up. It'll put you in a mind frame where you're like fighting yourself. That'll mess you up for that, but then you'll get over it because you have to be reborn, like the scripture says. And part of that being reborn is killing that old man with the truth by accepting the truth and denying that lie, being reborn again.
Because some people they can't reprogram their minds, you know. They have to accept what they was told.
That's cold-blooded too. Because you could be speaking up at your church, right? You come across a scripture that says homosexuality is bad, but your pastor is a homosexual. But the whole congregation allows it. So what are you gonna do now? You look like a crazy guy.
But I know there's somebody in that church thinking, you know, this guy is a homosexual, this pastor, you know, I don't think that's right.
I don't know. How you gonna have a fruit cake prophesy about the man of war?
So when it comes to homosexuality, where does it say that a man laid down with another man and, you know, and they loved each other or whatever, they married each other?
And he could prophesy the truth of that.
And he was in church.
You got it. Last scripture about to wrap this up.
Yeah, let me get this last scripture. It says, Matthew 12:50. For whosoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. So whoever does the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's my brother.
Hey, and I hate to say it like this, even the devil's our brother because he's doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So there's a lot of things you don't understand. There's a lot of mysteries you're not getting because you're not in this truth.
He's our evil brother.
Mm-hmm. He's the one that'll fuck you up. He's the one that'll snitch on you. But we got a good brother, and that's Yahushua.
Because if you're doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, doing the law, statutes, and commandments like we are, because this is my real brother, you know. My biological brother, that's not my real brother.
And I have a biological brother too. But that's not my real brother because all he wants to do is wickedness.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him and everything, and I'm pretty sure this brother loves his carnal brother. And I'm pretty sure Yahushua loved all his brothers too. Because Yahushua had brothers, 2 of them were in the truth and the other 2 weren't. And he had sisters too. But even Yahushua said, who is my mother and who is my father and who is my brother? Read that again.
It says, Matthew 12 and 50. For whosoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. So that's his family.
So we're his family. Because this technically is heaven. The heaven on the heaven on the heaven. And you see what Satan's doing, he's getting loud when we're bringing out the truth. All those fucking birds, the airplane, fucking sirens, fucking shit's getting loud, trying to drown us out. But you can't stop Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You gotta listen. Alright, so with that we're gonna say Kahalayim la Yahweh Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rahak Kodash. Till the next time we say Shalom.